magic can really happen from the side of LGD. So let us see what magic they weave for us. Better start though for Aster.Aries, as this time around they're the ones to find the D ward early on in the game. So that's nice. Some gold for XWI will never go amiss. I really want to see as well, as this game goes on, what the itemization is going to be on this Faceless Void.
What do you think will it be? Like some Mjolnir or some Midas? Or what's going to happen? I have absolutely no idea.
All right, hear me out, bro. Midas Diffusal.
Okay,
right? Remember
sure.
the days when we used to have like this Manta Diffusal? Instead of Manta Diffusal, Midas Diffusal into Manta later. And then you have all the attack speed on planet Earth. By the time you get into the bubble, you always take as much away from the Medusa as humanly possible. How would you feel about that?
Sure, so we're not expecting any like Lincoln spheres or anything defensive, right? Just go full offensive mode. Okay.
You rely on Red Panda. Red Panda is your defensive item.
Wow, okay, yeah. He's your Lincolns and your BKB.
There we go.
I mean, sure, I really don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing like some of these carries I don't really see very often, so. Even on the Berlin Major, I didn't really manage to see every single game, but I'm sure that Faceless Void wasn't the most popular hero.
No. The only good Void game I saw was from Pakaz. He played it, one of the lower bracket games. That being said, though, it's also Pakaz and Faceless Void. If Pakaz is playing Faceless Void, he can do what he wants. It's just like one of those hero player matchups.
See that?
Oh, you smile? Oh, he's fine, dude. He's not fine. He's not fine.
He's fine.
Dude, you know what I keep forgetting? I keep forgetting how much movement speed Coddle has. My goodness, this hero is so fast.
Yeah. Plus, there was a blood grenade on the Bane. Yeah. Like, he wasn't escaping that. By the way, I like the addition of blood grenade. Probably one of my favorite things in Dota right now. If you aren't,
it's a fantastic item.
Yeah, if you aren't using blood grenades, you should be. And it's just a difference maker in the laning stage.
Blood grenade feels good, feels nice. It didn't help out the Bane early on that situation, but if they want to get aggressive at some point, it possibly could. Shiro, though, is still farming away. That's what he's primarily concerned about. So why you smile? Happy to die if it means that Shiro just keeps farming on the Medusa. How's mid going right now? XWI is winning this matchup, as anticipated. It's not a very big lead between the two of them, though. But I think he'll just be happy to win this lane after what happened in game 1. He's like, man, I died first. I got rotated on. I just want to win the lane and crush this NTS guy before he does the same to me. And they lose TK in the top lane. Yeah. Okay. They're one of the blood grenades, man. That's what we're talking about. It comes in handy for why you smell.
There we go. The enfeeble change as well. He probably didn't expect it. The massive,
like, what?
the massive attack damage reduction. You know, it was like, why aren't you dying? I'm hitting you.
I will say though, max enfeeble 70% is a big number. So if you don't control him in the fight, you don't have a way to stop him casting enfeeble. Imagine if Void pops Chrono and then he gets enfeebled. He's like, well,
yeah.
That's a use of a spell.
And realistically, he's his only help in the Chronosphere, right? Like, this is one of those games in which he needs to be the one killing targets in the Chronosphere. Shiro is getting really damn low top.
Well, we say low, but this is Medusa. Low means very different things. Finally ends up burning through the mana pool, and they do get the kill. Big deal there. Ismail not nearby enough. He doesn't have Nightmare either, so can't necessarily help with a defensive spell to ensure that Medusa lives. Yeah,
sorry, when I said low, I meant low on mana. Like he lost most of it. Imagine if Keeper of the Light had mana leak.
Oh my god, dude, that would be broken. Bottom lane, though, another carry might die here as we go onto the Faceless Void. New with the trample. Able to bring him down. Red Panda not close by enough to help out in that situation. That's a pretty big deal. But yes, if that mana leak back, oh my god, Medusa would actually be unplayable this patch.
Well, it would be somewhat like an axe before it got patched, right?
Yeah.
More or less. I mean, when you make such a significant change to a hero, I feel like it's to be expected that people find, that players find ways of just destroying her in a broken manner.
Look towards middle here. XWY is being double teamed on by NTS and Planet. Hasn't died just yet, still on track to get level 6. But they really want to find this kill before the 6 comes out. And they're coming back for it. Planet didn't actually vacate the area. It was a double blind here, but he might die to the tower.
Yeah.
Planet, he's dead. XWY outplayed them. They thought they outplayed him. They're like, this fool didn't know I'm coming back, but he knew it was calculated. He just wanted the free gold.
Look. You can do many things as Skyrat in the laning stage, but you cannot be diving towers. Like, even with 50% HP, it takes like 3 or 4 hits and you're dead. You're gone. Especially if you get like clipped by an Ember with Blightstone, you're just dead. Skyrat.
We also got to see in that situation you know what, they changed the calculation of how damage is calculated. So with like barriers and stuff. So the barrier comes first before anything. And we saw that actually come in clutch and keep the Ember alive. They're coming for him again though. Blood grenade thrown in by Why You Smile. Where are reinforcements? The reinforcements have arrived. It's Red Panda.
Oh no, again
with the aquatic shield. They
dead.
get the damage out. The damage onto Planet's gonna kill him again. NTS also might actually end up dying. He went back for a swashbuckle, but now he's gonna be silenced. Dead, brought down by the Slider Fist. And that gives XWY level 6. They wanted to kill him before he got 6. Instead, their efforts give him 6, so he can just go home, replenish his health pool, and come back like nothing happened.
Yeah, I really don't know what happened to Planet there. Something misclick, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes it happens. One game you're playing like a god, the next game you're just running under the tower twice in a row. This time around, by the way, he just ran under the tower. That's why he died. He wasn't even hitting anyone. But yeah, rough stuff. It happens. Good stuff for Ember, though.
Okay. But Ember Spirit very happy with this. Already was having a decent matchup.
Void.
Things get better. At the same time, though, because they know that all of these supports have been dragged towards middle, that does mean Faceless Void doesn't have any assistance. Now you have to go Midas. After these deaths, I don't think you have a choice anymore. This is a Midas game, friend.
Yeah. Nice Ancient Seal, you know, like level 2 concussive shot and level 1 Ancient Seal, more than enough to take him down. As long as Abaddon isn't around, like you're killing the Void.
Yeah. Well. Ulu, my friend, good luck, have fun. It's going to be a difficult game for you.
Why you
Fortunately,
is he stealing
XWY
this?
is popping off. Is he? Let's see. Who's going to get the click war? Oh, he does. Even though TK tried to push him away with Blinding Light, Smile still gets it. I will say, even before they made this change with Wisdom Runes, playing 4 and 5, you just see that nobody has experience. So they needed these changes, but they get stolen away, Liz. They get nothing as a support, it feels, anymore.
But this is what you get as a support, right? Like you get the gratitude of creating space, maybe even killing him here. Like he was trying. He definitely tried. He used the wand. Like he had the blood grenade as well. He was like, "Do I top up all of this?" Abaddon.
Abba gets brought down in this bottom lane. Ulu still level 5 right now, so no way to really fight back in this area. And scary enough, they're about to have level 6 soon on the Scareth Mage. And when that happens, these two heroes are a ganking squad. The Primal Beast pulverized into the Mystic Flare. At this stage of the game, everybody dies.
Yeah, sometimes when you have a good lane with these two, you even see Primal Beasts just instantly get a Blink Dagger. So you can jump in, use your ulti, and follow up with Mystic Flare. Maybe it wouldn't be that great in this match. Like, overall, not in this patch. This patch is all about damage mitigation, auras.
It's the Tundra specialty. Just mitigate damage. Make sure heroes are not dying here. Ulu could get aggressed into yet again because they do have the Pulverize back online. They don't have the Mystic Flare just yet, but he is very low on the HP pool. Fortunately, though, he does have the legs, and he jukes it out. He survives, but he does lose his tier 1 tower. And Red Panda might not be as lucky. Got Nightmare up. There's the Silence coming in, and he doesn't have level 6. So there's no borrow time. His time is just up immediately. LGD just on the side lane through this bottom. New and Planet are just making this game so easy for them, Liz.
Yeah, they're the true playmakers on their side. Like Pangolier got a little bit wrecked early on, but he's actually looking at juicy stack still. Look at this.
Nice. He might die for this though. He needs to be careful. If he gets RP'd, he could die. Shang-Chi, though, can't find the angle for the RP. Skewer forward, they really want him. They drag him back. There's going to be the RP finally after the searing chains from XWI. And NTS will end up dead. One more hit. And XWI, not only was he griefing, nothing to say in the laning phase, that grief continues into the mid game here, Liz. Just making life difficult for the Pango.
Yeah, what was like the saddest part of that is that he didn't even get the creeps. I feel like Kotl stole most of them with Illuminate, right?
Oh no, yeah. I saw him steal at least 3 with Kotl, yeah.
The big ones. He stole the big ones. So, yeah, Pangolier in the end. Well, at least you take them away from Ember or Magnus or Void, right?
Yeah. You see now, big fight happening in the river. They're going on to Red Panda, who should end up dead. TK threw a blast back, but it's not going to do anything. At the same time, though, there's all 4 heroes positioned around this mid area, and all you get is a support. Okay, whatever. Don't really care if I'm on the Radiant side.
You do send Planet back home with one sleight of fist, literally. Like Orb of Corrosion, phase boots, and he's sent home instantly after. It dropped that low.
Are they really trying to take this? I don't know about this. I think somebody sounded the alarm that, like, guys, we actually can't push this. Just go back. Leave this area. Dude, why do we have constantly in this game 6 heroes mid? Like, the side lanes are just 1v1s pretty much.
Yeah, but they are smoking
sides.
up. They are smoking up now. You can see Skyrat and New. They're going down bottom towards the Void. Can they kill him? Probably, but there's no 6 on Sky. He has this crazy build, 0-2-3 as well.
Let's see, Sky's the one that finds them, and they get the Ancient Seal first,
Yeah,
so no time walk away. They don't even need their ultimates, Liz. My goodness. I mean, Void is the lowest net worth core in the entire game. He's only level 7. He does not have power treads, so he's just sitting there with a naked Midas and a band of Elven skin. So he's actually easy to kill at this stage.
Yeah, pay attention that Trample is magical, and then you get 30% magic increase from Ancient Seal. So, yeah, Faceless Void takes a ton of damage over there.
Looks like they want to fight back on Aster.Aries and keep the train going. They're going to smoke up and head top. NTS will break the smoke, though, scouting out Red Panda. They don't want him, though. They were kind of looking for Shiro. And they've stalled him up with the Solar Bind. What more can they get from this? And now here's the reveal of Scarlet Mage. They go into the Rolling Thunder as well. NTS able to connect on the 2. The Mystic Flare gets dropped down. Between that and some right clicks, TK will end up falling. NTS cleans up Red Panda as well near the secret shop. You do see XWI realize that this is not a fight I want to be involved in, but he remnants it to the wrong place here, Liz. He might end up dead. Why would you do that, XWI? Oh, God.
Man,
He gets punished super hard, and he gets tipped. Pain and suffering.
Of course you tip him after he dominates you in the laning stage, and then you kill him after. That's the high value tip. But yeah, this silence from Skyrat Mage is doing quite a lot. When I said it's a weird build for me, it's because usually I see Arcane Bolt, 1 level of Concussive Shot, and then Ancient Seal maxed out versus Embers, versus Voids, because it's just so good. It's so much value versus them. But yeah, okay. 2 levels of Concussive Shot doesn't matter as long as you silence them. That's that's literally his job.
You are the silent spots. And unfortunately, they keep getting lucky enough to kill Red Panda at the beginning of these engagements. So then there's no more Aphotic Shields, no defense to be mounted. And speaking of Red Panda, he is just dead. The first Fiend's Grip of the game. They do kill him, but here's a 4-hero smoke going into the top lane. They want Shiro. Looks like they're all going to find him. The question is, can they kill him? Solar Bind goes in. XWI is on top of him. Shiro losing mana, getting closer and closer. Will pop the magic wand, still freaking alive. But eventually will have to take a tumble. The question is, can they get out? RP now, connected by Shang-Chi onto this Pango, and there's gonna be a Chronosphere as well, stopping him from just rolling out. That was a very smart move, but unfortunately, Lizard, there's just no damage sitting on this Faceless Void right now, so he just has to get out. New coming into the fight, Ancient Seal silence onto Ember Spirit, XWI dead again. Shang-Chi, him and Ulu just trying to escape this fight. NTS very low on the HP, would like to chase a little bit further, but doesn't have Rolling Thunder, doesn't have Swashbuckle, has already used the Inhibit on the Diffusal Blade. So the fight will end. Dusa does die, but my goodness, it is not cheap to make that happen.
Yeah, they went a bit too deep, right? Like they smoked up, they killed the Medusa, but they couldn't get out fast enough afterwards. Maybe they wanted too much afterwards. They do get that one kill, but then the Chrono as well on both the Bane and the Pangolier. It looked so close for them. Let's say they kill the Pango, then yeah, sure, it's easy. Abaddon, still level 5.
No, he's dead.
Man, this combo, I've seen it a few times, like the Skyrat
so
and Primal. It's just, it just does so much. By the way, there's a Wisdom rune on the left and on the right, the 14-minute mark. So maybe some chance for Mr. Abaddon to get his level 6.
This is the life of a position 5 nowadays. Just don't get experience on the map unless you're involved in a bevy of kills with your team. I haven't picked up the Wisdom runes just yet, on either side, really. Dude, actually kind of a messed up thing. Shiro was literally farming next to it, and he's like, the effort to walk up 300 units to pick this thing up, nah, that feels like work. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't think it's just Shiro, it's every Medusa player, you know. Nah, I don't wanna. The only thing Medusa players do is they farm and they scream at their teammates, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, dude, look at Ulu, he's doing it. He's going Midas Diffusal.
Yeah, makes sense versus the Doza, right? Like you also do have the Empower to work with, so.
Top lane. They're trying to bring down Magnus here. Neo coming in onto the other side. Rolling Thunder connects. Mystic Flare will be there, and he will eventually die. Red Panda tried his best, but there's a limit to what you can do, my friend. Gets pulverized for his efforts as well, so might also not be allowed to escape this one. And indeed, as the borrow time elapses, so does his life. Taken down in front of the tier 2 tower. And Bane gets a double kill off the back of this. Alrighty.
100% didn't try that, right? With Brain Sap. No, I wasn't pure damage. Last thing.
No, I'm just trying to make sure the heroes die, bro. I want them to make them low for you, fam.
Yeah, but one big thing is that Primal Beast has got mech now too. So he's got Crimson Guard, he's got a mech, he's going full beast mode utility.
Bro, you know what's really scary is the fact that we were talking about the lack of damage input into the Chronosphere, but this Ember Spirit so far has been the only one reliably dealing damage in these fights. With this Crimson Guard being online and the mech, and the Enfeeble, how does Ulu hurt anybody in these team fights? He is just going to be struggling on the Faceless Void to have any meaningful impact.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well. Like, I'm thinking about maybe some sort of buffs that they can build for him, but what can you build? You can build a Solar Crest and you can empower him, and that's it. Like, beside the Solar and the Empower, he won't really be buffed up.
Shiro, it's in a dangerous place, Liz. I think he's actually dead. He has a tier 1 tower for people to try and help him. Does have the ulti. Ulu did not want to trigger off the Chrono. I thought they were going to try and like bubble him while he's ulting, but they come in. Oh, there's the bubble, because they were anticipating a gank from the Twin Gate. It catches 2, and that's the killing duo, so holding them in position, kind of important for Aster.Aries. And they just back away down bottom.
They were like, relax, mad boys, it's fine. Nice ward, though, on the Radiant side. They see everything. Can they use it, though? That's the question. Like, they have no Chrono.
Do they have? Yeah, there's no Chrono. There is going to be a jump in. New, looking for a target. Can't find anybody just yet. Why you smile? There's an RP under 2. Can they finish this off, though? Pulverized. Waits onto Ember Spirit, so there's no follow-up damage. Mystic Flare gets dropped as well by the Skywrath mage, so they will be able to eliminate Faceless Void. Magnus got a 3-hero skewer, but it's not going to help him as he dies as well. NTS rolling through to Ember Spirit, enabling the Shiro damage to rain in onto XWI and kill him off as well. Yeah, they lose both their supports, but who the hell cares? They get all 3 cores and a massive team fight for themselves.
You could see that one coming as well, right? Like, the ward was really good, but they had no Chrono. All they had to work with was an RP. These 2 supports don't really help out when it comes to control as well. Like, you have Kotl and an Abaddon. So the heroes that you catch in RP are the heroes that you might be able to take down. And it was a pretty good RP. Like, they managed to catch both the Skywrath and the Bane. I feel like these 2 heroes have to be caught anyway. So nice RP, but just no follow-up, no damage after as well.
To make that point even clearer, looking at the replay, right? The Pulverize went onto XWI, and it's a bad look when your carry hero is left alone in the fight to mostly do right clicks and still does effectively nothing. He did 700 damage on the Faceless Void and then just died immediately afterwards. And they left him. They were like, we actually, if you don't have bubble, you literally are a creep in the midst of these team fights. So they get themselves now the Roshan. Nice reward for a successful team fight. This Medusa, Shiro is looking more and more unkillable as time goes on. Has a full butterfly, Manta, getting D-Lon soon as well. And at this point, we're starting to encroach into territory where we're not that far away from, not the magic number feels to me on this hero, 2,000. 2,000 mana. From that point onwards, killing it just feels impossible.
Yeah, we might not be reaching the mana magic number, but we're pretty much getting to a point in which they should be even maybe threatening high ground. There is this Magnus problem that they have to deal with. Like, you don't want to be skewered back. But besides that, I feel like you've already reached critical mass on Medusa. Like, with the butterfly, taking her down is extremely hard.
To make matters even worse, because they changed Magnus and Horntoss is now the Aghanim Scepter, it takes a lot longer to get the gold necessary to pick up that item.
That's why you go Harpoon instead.
I see. That's the new Horntoss.
That's what you do. You literally just go Harpoon every game. That's your Horntoss. It works. Yeah,
it does work. Horntoss. I mean, Harpoon is very good. Let's see what they can do here, though, Liz. They need to defend this tower somehow. Well, at the very least, defend the high ground. I think you sacked this tower. Defending this feels like a foolish decision.
Sometimes teams decide to, like kind of surprise you, jump you here from the flank, because it becomes difficult to defend the high ground when you telegraphing your initiation and everyone knows the way you'll approach them. But it looks like they might snatch the Tormentor first, yeah?
Yeah. Give the Aghanim a shot. Let's see who's getting it. Is it going to Abaddon or to the Koto? We get one onto Skywrath Mage on the other side. And then on the Radiant side, we had one given over to... Wait, who got it on Radiant? Oh, they didn't take it. They stole it.
No.
Yes,
Yeah, Dart
my
took it.
brain broke. Yeah. My brain broke for a second.
It's fine. They got it on on the Skywrath, and that's it. They stole the Radiant Tormentor.
Do you like this new spell, the Shiloh-san?
I mean, it kind of sounds good for a core Skywrath, I guess.
Yeah.
Because of the bonus armor, bonus int, you can run around the fights. If you have, like, a ton of mana to work with, you can spam out a lot. It's solid. Nothing great, I would say. I wouldn't buy it.
As a support, it feels like the only benefit you get really is... I mean, the armor's nice, but the bonus it means you have so much mana for the fight. And Shang-Chi, that was rough. That was not an easy way to find yourself getting brought down like that. Very quick kill happening onto the Magnus without buyback. So the path to the racks is opened. They don't have a creep wave with them, though, so there's some backdoor protection. Soon, though, that's going to go away. Without the Magnus as well here, Liz, that's the one hero that could help you stop this. What do you do without Magnus?
Yeah, nothing really. Like, you can try to go in Chrono, but that's just suicide right there. You need to wait for the Magnus. You need to wait for some... not really RP, but skew. Like, even there, I don't think the RP was a play. Like, he just wanted to skewer the Medusa back. And then perhaps RP after the Aegis is reclaimed, because you don't want to fight her until the Aegis is gone.
Well, they lost the laner racks at the top lane. The second on it being sieged upon middle.
Smoke.
But this Medusa doesn't have the most mana in the world. So they do smoke up right now on the side of Aster.Aries. And let's see what they can accomplish. Red Panda, his smoke will pop. So they know something is happening. They might not know the angle. Let's follow Shang-Chi on the right-hand side. He's the important one. He has the RP, but there's no viable targets for him, Liz. So just forced to watch Medusa plinking down their buildings. They do finally find a skewer back. Nice little nightmare. Why you smile? Saves himself and keeps his life going a little bit longer. Will eventually die, but it might end up being exchanged for XWY. A nice little chrono onto two core heroes, but he's disarmed. He can't get any damage into the bubble. RP will eventually come. It only hits onto the Primal Beast, however, and they still don't have the damage. They can't kill anybody. Shockwave will eventually finish off New. But my goodness, LGD just are so much more durable than Aster.Aries, and they just don't have options even after they get off good spells.
Okay, but they did stay alive technically, right? They're still in the game. Two sides down, 23 minutes in, and the Aegis will be reclaimed on Medusa. So technically you can still play it, I guess. Like, you didn't lose to the first stages, which is massive. I'm not kidding, by the way. Like, this first stages could have been like a complete game over. I'm not saying that they're in a good spot. They're still like 99%. I don't know what's the graph. What's the graph? Like 97%. Yeah. Like, winning this game is probably not happening for Aries, for Aster.Aries. But then again, they live at least for another fight in which they might have Chrono and RP. Yep. And Medusa will not have Aegis. So if you can take her down, maybe you can even out the fight with a couple of buybacks.
Bro, I'm just still watching Ulu. I'm just worried about when he's actually going to be allowed to play Dota or have any meaningful impact in this game. He has done pretty much no damage. He's the lowest of all the cores. And he's supposed to be, this was the final hero in the game, the 24 pick. And we have a small skirmish breaking out inside the jungle. Unfortunately, New gets caught, or gets a jump onto Shang-Chi. They kill him. Very easy for them. And now they're looking for a third and decisive melee Rax, or probably just a tier 2 tower, wait for the next Rosh, and then you come in the game.
Well, you could do that, but Magnus is dead for 30 seconds. You can maybe even push, right? Like, you can actually force this for a little bit. You don't have to force it completely. But we'll see. Maybe they even just stay here.
It looks like they're going to take your attack and try to force a little bit more damage. And Shiro feeling very unkillable, sitting up on this high ground. Hurricane Pike, Butterfly, Fan Kill Blade, Manta. Can they stop this from happening? 10 seconds until Mag is online. He does still have the RP, so they might just take the tier 3 and back. But NTS wants to force a fight, going on to XWI. But there's no chain disable. The rock throw took a little bit too long from New. Can't chain him. But at the same time, Shiro, gets chronoed, but they do manage to dodge it as NTS. So unfortunately, this chronosphere does literally nothing. So Shiro's like, well, you've dropped chrono, sweet. I'm just going to go back to hitting the buildings. New, try to jump in. Not going to be able to find the RP, though. That really Hurricane Pike from Shiro was super sick. And now it's Blink Dagger gone now for another 5 seconds at least. They're taking down the racks. Oh no, XWI gets jumped on with the Pulverize. Can he get out of here? No, he cannot. Dead does have buyback, however. Shiro will pop this Stone Gaze. It doesn't matter, buybacks or not. They recognize on Aster.Aries that they have nothing left to give. So it turns out, Lizard, that when you have the option and you don't pick...